Dr. Peter Hudoba, can you please explain how to use your techniques to heal guilt?
Guilt.
Yeah.
Guilt is an element, metal, together with sadness. The guilt and sadness, they go together. So we would go to element metal. There is a sound S. So put your left palm on your lower abdomen. Put your right palm on, let's say here in the chest, on the lungs, top of the lungs, both lungs, and uh, tell yourself, my element metal, my guilt, my guilt, my sadness about whatever happened, transform yourself to the courage. Just transform. And then you will do a S, and imagine that you have a beautiful light filling your lungs. But you give yourself, my sadness, my guilt, transform to the courage. And just do it. S, S, S. And it takes time, but eventually this can get transformed.
More questions pouring in. So let's take this one. If the emotions are not listed in the table that Dr. Peter shared, then what would be a way to find which emotion is related to which element? For example, for guilt, Dr. Peter said it's the lungs, but that was not on the slide he showed. Thank you so much. So he's saying that there is more to the five, mantras that you have shared. So how do people, unravel the mystery? So people are, if one wants to unravel the mystery of, all these negative emotions, how do they do that? That's one question. And I'm combining that question with another question just to manage the time. Can you please share as to how transformation of emotions from positive to negative can help in overall well-being? So if you can just combine these two questions.
The first one, the Master Sha wrote this book. It came out 2013, Soul Healing Miracles. And he described very in great details the elements and the emotions. So you can find it there. The second question is how it affects the health, or emotions do affect health very, very strongly. People who are angry, they have a high blood pressure. When someone becomes angry, what happens is that the catecholamines, adrenaline, noradrenaline, just goes into the blood system and makes the heart pounding. People shout, and then what they increase the heart rate, the adrenaline just keeps pushing the heart, beating very quick. And what happens is the high blood pressure goes up, and people can die suddenly with high blood pressure. Artery can rupture in the brain, or they get a heart attack. It's, the emotions really can damage health in so many different ways. The people who are worried a lot, they have often stomach ulcers or duodenal ulcers, yeah? And worry actually belongs to the element earth, stomach and spleen. Yeah, so it really goes together. That traditional Chinese doctors, Taoists, for thousands of years, they were observing people and found that these elements work together, and what belongs where, and that's where the knowledge comes from. So if people are really worried a lot, they have stomach ulcer or the duodenal ulcer. And we need to work on those emotions so we actually keep our body healthy.